We only have so much time to captivate and pull our audience in. And so when we decide to create a video, to create a reel, to create a TikTok, to go live, we want to pull them in as quickly as possible. Why? Not just at the beginning, because if you're doing a long video or you're doing a live, you want to pull them in periodically throughout the recording, right? But if you think about it, you have 3 seconds wherever they come in at the video, if it's a live or a recording or a TikTok or a reel at the beginning. So wherever they come in, you have 3 seconds to grab their attention. And I'm going to tell you this right now. This does not mean that you need to be throwing pom-poms up and jumping up and down. I mean, you can if that's your brand and that makes sense to you, but that is not what you need to do to grab their attention. We want to captivate your audience every opportunity we get. And so the number one thing that you're going to do is you are going to exude confidence. You are confident in the words that you're going to say. You are confident in what you're bringing to the table. You can still be nervous, as long as you are confident about your qualities, about your expertise, as the results that you can bring, right? You can even still say, but I want you to be confident about what you say and what you're bringing to the table. Number 2, you want to show passion and or conviction in what you're talking about. Like, meaning if I don't get this message out right now, I'm doing someone a disservice because they needed to hear this today because it is life-changing. So where are you not tapping in to that passion and that conviction that can literally change the moment that somebody comes into your live or the moment somebody comes into your video that could change the trajectory of their life? Where are you not owning that presence, that conviction, and that passion throughout the video? Okay, so we've got confidence, conviction, and passion. The third thing you want to do is you want to connect with your audience. Sure, there are opportunities for us to storytell, and that's a lot of I statements, I, right? How can we turn that into it's about you watching? So I used to blah, 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 and now I blah, 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 and this is why you care. How can you pull that all together so that they can understand that this isn't just about you, but they can help see themselves in the stories that you're telling. They can help see themselves in the possibilities of what you're talking about. The fourth thing that I like to talk about is there's a natural energy when we stand up. Probably going to move your hands a lot more. You're not going to stand up and be like, they did a study on the TED Talks that had 10 million plus views, which, by the way, true virality is 10 million plus. Anything less than that, if you have 5 or 10 times your average views, that's mini viral, but true virality is 10 million plus. So the TED Talks that on YouTube that got 10 million plus views, the participants, the speakers moved their hands more than 600 times. Why is that important to note? It pulls people in. It grabs their attention. If I stand here like this and do this live, you're definitely not going to be as into it, right? I can be like this, but it looks really weird, right? I can, again, be like this. I can lean in, right? But again, this kind of can get weird if I do this the whole time. But when we have an opportunity to bring some, for example, when I said, when we talk about you, right? This is an open palm. This is a gesture that pulls people in. So we can move our hands in ways that create trust, especially if we show we have an open palm, right? This is one of the trust factors. If I had something, trying to find something you can't see. Oh, here we go. So if I was like moving my hand around, but I'm like this the whole time, you're going to feel like really weird about me. Because what is she holding in her hand, right? You're hiding something. No, I'm open palm. I'm an open book, and I'm here to serve and support you. So, okay, what have we got so far? We've got confidence. We've got conviction and passion. We've got connection. We've got standing up with some actual energy, right? Some giving your audience a little preview of who you are. It's not always important to stand up, but I think it is a great way if you're not getting people's attention and if you're not pulling people in. I feel like there's just a totally different energy because most people aren't going to be standing up in their videos. But I've been doing this since 2020 and it works. Okay. You're just a different person standing up than sitting. I don't have a seat right here, but if I was sitting or if I was relaxed over here on this chair, it would be a totally different message. It would be more story time. It would be more laid back, right? Whereas this, I'm presenting to you and I'm really telling you how to captivate your audience at every point of your video. Okay, so we've talked about 4 things. The 5th thing that you want to do is you want to create sound bites throughout. What does that mean? That means, again, whenever they're coming through, no matter what you're doing, whether you're standing up or you're feeling the conviction, but you want to create little sound bites that pull them in. This is one of the main things that can really always, if you have these spaced out in your video, especially if it's a longer video, that you can pull people in. So for example, here's a couple of things that I say, and I love talking about this, but we're talking about video, right? And we're talking about visibility. And one of the reasons that I am so passionate about and convicted about the fact that you're consistent on video is because it's not your customer's job to remember who you are. It's your job to show up so much that they don't have an opportunity to forget. Boom. That's a quick example of a soundbite, right? We all want more attention. We all want more to captivate our audience more because they're never going to become clients if we don't pull them in. Again, another great soundbite. So where can you work on this? These are just 5 things. There's so much more, but these are 5 things that everyone should be doing and also implementing into their video strategy. Again, I don't care if it's short form video or long form video or live video. It doesn't matter. The fact is, these are going to serve and support you in every area of video that you are using to grow your business.